Good day, everyone. Welcome to another episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This is Rose Fresh Fausto, FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the Son. I hope that you guys are doing well. You guys are safe. That you're doing well overall.
Yes, this is
despite
already
everything happening.
day 13.
Today. What is the official day? Because I remember it was
the
March 15.
Yeah, the lockdown was really on the 15th. Pero kasi tayo, we started Thursday.
Okay.
We didn't go out na, and I think that was March 12.
Okay. So we're almost 2 weeks in, and we don't know yet how long it's gonna be. But while we're here, since I would say tapos na ang quote-unquote reaction time or yung gulat factor. So we had more than a whole week na to sort of take in the news, adjust, make the necessary, yung mga urgent
Yes.
matters that need to be taken care of, how you can still survive and go on with our lives. We thought of two things we suggest every family should do in this time of a lockdown.
Yes. So parang new normal kasi natin ngayon ito, no? And we just have to accept that.
Yeah. And it's important to stay updated. It's important to know what's happening. But then it's also, I believe, equally or even more important to
compartmentalize.
Go on with your lives and live it pa rin the way you believe it should be lived the way you want.
Given the parameters.
Yeah, parang ito yung situation. This is the hand we're dealt with. How are we going to move forward from this?
Okay.
And that's why for today we'll be talking about two things. Mainly exercise and having alone time. There are many other things that we suggest people should do that's important also, and you really have the opportunity to do it now. But for
this
episode,
let's
we'll be
focus
focusing
on
on
two things.
exercise and alone time. You can do this alone or you can do it as a family as well. So first off, in exercise, for me, the pinaka obvious and concrete effect of exercise is that it makes you happy.
Yes.
Like scientifically, you release endorphins. Diba?
Yes.
No matter what the age is. Your experience, ma. Kasi me,
Oh.
as a 23-year-old and also dance fitness instructor, sanay na ako na I exercise regularly and it goes more than parang it's my job din eh. Like I need to stay fit.
Yes.
Whether or not
You
I'm
like
doing
it.
it for the endorphins or not, na yan eh, may ibang committed na ako when it comes to exercising regularly.
Okay, on my part, because I'm not really a physical person, I'm a little bit on the sedentary lifestyle, but I do like to dance, and when I'm dancing, parang nahahappy talaga ako. But however, this is the thing, and I'd like to discuss two things about exercise. Number one, so tamad nga ako, and I just feel very blessed that I am married to someone who cannot last a day without exercising.
Yeah,
So,
Papa loves to
yeah.
exercise.
My husband loves to exercise. Kailangan meron siyang gawing physical exertion within the day, otherwise he will not feel good. So, syempre ako, parang na-influence
Pressure.
din niya ako.
That's kind
dyan.
of like when I was in high school and
Good
since I was in
influence.
the semi-honors class, everybody around me was
Studying all the
studying
time.
all the time. So parang, okay, sige, good influences of
Good
people around.
influence. So that's one. And then second, and this is what I observe naman, kahit na sobrang tamad akong gawin in the morning, but kaya dapat ang iniintindi mo lang is just to put yourself in the situation.
Yeah.
In my case, I just have to put myself on the treadmill because each time, kahit gaano ako katamad at ayaw ko mag-exercise, each time I finish that short routine of just walking, I feel better. Talagang I feel good. So, totoo yung endorphins na sinasabi. So, sa behavioral economics, ang intindihin lang po natin is getting ourselves to that point.
Getting there.
Yes.
Don't think about, for me, relating to what you said, I don't think about how many reps am I gonna do, which muscles am I gonna target. It's more of just get there, just get to the exercise. For us, usually it's in the AVR. That's where the weights are, and there's a mirror there. The treadmill's there also. So
Yes.
just focus on the getting there. Tapos susunod na yung other steps.
Okay, so this is what I want to share with my kaparehong tamad mag-exercise now. Before our 30th wedding anniversary, so I really had to fit in that wedding gown again. And I had to make sure na talagang gagawin ko kahit na gaano ako katamad. Na tinatawag ito sa stacking when you're trying to come up with habits. So this is what I did. What is the first thing that you do when you wake up? So, syempre, some of us siguro might say, you pray.
Check your phone. I'm sure that's the more common one.
But the honest answer could probably, the most common siguro is to check your phone. And the same thing with me. So, this is what I did. Yung phone ko, nandun na sa may dresser ko at night. Katabi na niya yung rubber shoes ko at saka yung workout clothes ko. And the thing is, I could not turn on my phone until I put on my rubber shoes. So,
it's
yun
nice
yung
to put that
na-stuck
rule.
ko. Yeah, so I stuck that habit before yung habit na siguradong gagawin ko. O di syempre kung naka-rubber shoes ka naman, buka ka naman tanga kung hindi mo pa idiretso, no? So, in fact, ginawa ko pa, turn it on only when you're on the treadmill already. And that made sure that I was doing it regularly na. Yan. So, igawa nyo ng paraan. Oo. So, ano na ba yung habit nyo ngayon na talagang ginagawa nyo naman? And then you stock that good habit.
And I think now we have more freedom to sort of structure the things we do because we don't have to face traffic.
Correct.
I think nabawasan na yung reliance natin on other people na parang, I have to wait for this person before the meeting can start. It's more, you're at home, you're more in control of your time, more than ever now. And touching on something you talked about a while ago, na may endorphins ka that really.
Yes.
I think me also I experienced that even if I feel tamad or sometimes I feel kind of weak, there are those days na let's say nga, I haven't worked out, exercised in 2 days, pero parang for some reason, I feel like pagod yung katawan ko. Even if, supposedly, mas rested nga siya kasi I haven't exercised. But then once you get once you get to do the exercise, once you get to sweat it out, yes, there'll be endorphins that are gonna be released, which I believe is what I call it, like my body's happy. Kasi it's one thing na if you hear good news, I'm happy. Parang my heart is happy, my brain is happy. But then if you do the exercise kasi, kahit wala kang iniisip, the endorphins release is gonna make your body happy. And this is a natural good thing. And the second thing about that, why I believe you feel happy and we feel happy every time we do an exercise, is because you achieved something. Like, do you have a checklist on your things I have to do today? Syempre, we all have our different things to do today. And the more we have something accomplished, the more checks we have on the checklist, the happier we become.
Meron lang akong knock-knock joke.
Okay.
Knock-knock.
Who's
Hindi, mali. Mali, ito na naman si Mama. At question and answer lang pala. Okay. So, these days, ang laging pinaka-busy na phone app is, for me, Viber. Sobrang ang daming.
I was gonna say TikTok.
Okay. For you, TikTok. So, what is that phone app na hindi na masyado napapansin ngayon?
Ano?
Waze.
Yeah.
Diba?
I've never opened Waze.
Hindi ko lang nagawa na knock-knock joke.
This is the longest I have gone without opening Waze.
Kanina, when I was looking at my phone,
I use Zoom na.
Ayaw ko, napatingin ako, sabi ko, oh my gosh.
Pala.
Diba, sobra.
Waze or Google Maps.
Every day, how many times do you check your Waze before?
At least 2 times a day yun, no?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, so let's go back.
Going back to exercise kasi, I believe it's important to talk about this because no matter what your age is, no matter what your background is, again, I love to dance, I love to play basketball. I would say I'm kind of like Papa, na I feel like exercise is one of those non-negotiables or yung mga things you have, may checklist ka sa brain, sa head mo. That's part of it. Or we also have Mama na it's not part of your job, diba? You don't need to exercise, you don't teach naman, ganun. But it's still equally important to have that exercise. It will vary in intensity or how long or what specific exercise. But again, I just want to stress the fact that exercise is very important and it's not something that has an end goal. When we talk about fitness, this is something I've learned from reading or also talking to my fellow fitness instructors. Wow, I can call myself that pala. Fitness is there's no end goal to it. It's not really? That I'm going to exercise, and then when I become this fit, okay na ako. I'll stop exercising. You don't go to the gym.
It's not a finite, kumbaga.
Yeah. I define it as end goal. Kasi example, studying for a test. There's an end goal. Once the test is done, tapos na for that topic, ganun. But when it comes to your health kasi and your fitness journey, well, the end goal will be when we're dead na, when we don't have, we can't use our body anymore. But it is a continuous journey that we have to keep working on. So we have to
Okay.
take away the mindset. I would have that mindset before na parang, sige, I'll work out for the next 2 months para, okay, magaling katawan pang beach, for example. But it doesn't end there. You have to
Yeah.
keep
Okay,
it
pero
going.
ano ko lang, sundutin ko lang yung sinabi mo sa test. Alam mo kasi, unfortunately, naging ganun na yung the way students look at tests. The initial goal of having tests was just to check that you understood so that you can continue
okay,
to apply. Kaya lang ngayon kasi, with what's happening, and I'm sure commonly, di ba? Yung parang you just have to get rid of that test.
Tas
Parang
tapos na.
ganon. So the way
Okay.
tests
In
are
that in the
fashioned-
wording,
Ah.
learning doesn't stop.
Correct.
Learning doesn't stop.
That is just a tool sana.
But yeah, okay.
So
For example,
in the same way as exercise, it's a continuing thing as what
Yeah.
you mentioned kanina.
learning is a continuing thing. But I would say now I still have the lessons even if I don't memorize the quadratic formulas na and stuff. But the learning is still there. The practice, the discipline, the habit.
And I think what you were also trying to say about exercise is that it is already good for its own sake.
Yeah, it's
Diba?
one of those things that are good for. And yun nga, I also experienced this kasi na nakakapagod na for me, nas nakakapagod pa yung most of the day you're just looking at the news, you're just
Oh,
seeing
yeah.
all the bad things that are happening.
Yeah.
Mas nakakapagod pa yun kaysa sa exercise. But at least for the exercise, if you can't, if you're one of those people, me, I also have a hard time helping it and I on default, titingin ako sa phone ko. I'm gonna open apps.
I wanna do something about that.
Yeah,
I
while you're
want to-
exercising,
Oo,
at
iba
least
na
for
lang.
that
Music
hour
na
or
lang.
so while you're exercising, you're not, unless you're running looking at your phone, or, diba? Or on that, which I don't really recommend. But you have that break. You have that break that you don't even have to, anymore. You don't even have to have the willpower na, okay, I won't look at my phone. Parang, okay, just focus on doing your exercise muna.
Yeah, ako kasi I usually either listen to an audiobook, a podcast, or music, depending on my mood.
Yeah.
Oh, we should also discuss for those na bawa nakatira ka sa condo, no? Maliit lang yung tirahan mo. Ano yung mga pwede nilang gawin as their form of exercise?
There would be a lot of online exercise. Basta yung fitness industry, I would say, is transitioning to the online. There have been online yoga classes. And in the studio I'm teaching in, 808 Studio, actually yesterday,
You came up with
Monday, we just released a dance challenge. So kasi in our classes, we have two of the choreography songs. We already posted it on our Instagram page, 808 Studio PH. Na we challenge people to post a video doing the choreography that's shown in the videos and then
Oh my
put it
God.
on TikTok. Okay, next after exercise naman would be alone time. And it's harder for some, but I think that it's still something that has to be observed because other people are going to have their different personalities. Yan. Some people prefer not having that much alone time. Some people prefer na yung mga more introverted ones, they like having a lot of alone time. I think we should structure our days in a way that we still have those pockets of alone time. We talked about this nga the other day in our family FB live na we should
Last
still have
Sunday,
those.
no?
Yeah, para hindi magsasawa ka rin eh. At least naman
No
in
matter how
between-
much you love.
Yeah, at least in between meals, baka you do your own thing. May konting kamustahan that'll happen na hindi naman, oh, what's new? Kasama naman kita the whole time. So parang, wala na tayong papag-usapan.
How do you do your alone time, Anton?
Me, it would be in between meals. I would be for sure. I try to pick up on and practice the different hobbies. I've tried to discover new hobbies, and I also go back to old ones. I think nga later today I'm gonna pick up the ukulele again and try to learn some songs. Maybe I play a bit of piano. Those hobbies kasi na you have their alone time. If before it would be spent either commuting, driving. Parang we had that that alone time that it's inevitable because to get somewhere you needed to travel, and it would take time. Na you're just by yourself with your own thoughts. I think na it's something also that's important. Now we have to consciously have that time to do your own thing muna for a while.
Yes. Ako, siguro, I will do my art again. My painting. Maganda yun. And usually we can, what we should also do is to look for things that we can do that really makes the right brain work.
Challenge. That's the creative side, no?
Yes, the creative side. Sabi nga, I don't know if this really was true. Si Einstein, di ba super talino niya, no? But he would also pick up something. Ewan ko kung violin ba yun? I don't remember exactly. No? Because that's the best way. It is also when you work that up that you will come up with the best insights that would still now be used in your work, whatever that is.
So it's not just about having alone time. You don't just have alone time for the sake of having alone time.
You have
I think
dogs.
it's never alone here. Yung kapitbahay namin, iyan na aso. You have alone time also because that'll improve your time with your family.
Yeah.
Kasi kung nagsawa ka na you're just with them the whole time, parang wala naman may kasaganan dun eh. But then if you do take the time off na parang okay, I'll go by myself muna in this room, I'll do my own thing muna, at least may konting breather, or it kind of clicks a refresh button before you go back and eat with each other, for
I
example.
wonder if among the five family members, ikaw ba ang pinaka-konting mag-alone time because you're the most sociable?
I would describe this alone time from the family baka because these days, and you guys would work in the library.
Konti ka lang mag-alone time kasi di ba ang ano mo?
Oh, I have a lot of alone time also.
Okay. Yung hindi lang.
Hindi lang siya masyado halata, I would say, because even before pre-corona era, well, parang, I think that can be like a marker in time. Kung may medieval times, diba? May corona times. So pre-corona times. So normally people would spend their Monday to Friday, morning to afternoon, they're just busy doing work. That would be where most of my quote-unquote alone time would come in. Before teaching a dance class, diba? After, and it's not like there are many people naman that I can hang out with during those times. So I would usually probably take 1 or 2 nights of the weeknights to see some friends or play basketball and then eat and hang out with them after. So yun yung medyo nabawasan sa akin yung alone time, since we have all our meals together. I would always eat my lunch alone here at home before I go out, before I go by my day and stuff. And I talked about this before. Yung schedule ko yung mga meetings after lunch na para tipid. Hindi ka na kailangan bumili ng lunch. Or yung out ka in the morning and fighting the morning traffic pa.
Alone time is really time with yourself. So I also want to be better at meditation kasi parang hindi ko pa siya ma-master talaga. My mind is still so active when I try to silence myself now.
The mind is it's a muscle. Talking about 2 things, the Einstein example you said na he does the violin, it improves the other side of the brain. So parang as a whole, it's gonna be
better.
It's gonna be strong. It's gonna be better. And the other day we watched Kung Fu Panda, diba, sa family.
Yes.
Yung inner peace, diba? It's something you have to train also. I'm sure I'm in a medyo kung fu mood now eh. I'm sure the kung fu masters, they had to train. Wala namang parang, okay, you just have that zen mode. It's the same way people work out their muscles for it to get bigger, to be stronger. You have to work out your brain as well. Also, it's also exercise din paga.
Yes. Ako, you know what I try to do when I wake up? I pray eh. Parang may pagka-shortened rosary.
Okay.
So, kina-quiet ko yung sarili ko muna before I do anything.
I think the rosary is a good example also of kasi it's just the practice of reciting and repeating these things in silence, and we have that parang kailangan na yun solemn atmosphere, which is kind of like when you meditate. I don't think naman uso na you play some dance music tas mag-rosary ka.
So maybe we can say that, no? Kasi sometimes those who would criticize the Catholic practice of praying the rosary, but daw paulit-ulit, di daw ba naintindihan ng Diyos? It's really not for God, it's for us. It's putting ourselves in the presence of God. And
It's
the
not,
way to do that is parang mantra kasi yan eh. Inuulit-ulit mo yan para sa sarili mo yan.
It's like stretching before you exercise. Parang you have to put yourself, or warm up, you have to put yourself in the disposition ready for it. Kasi I know naman, I don't think God's gonna love you anymore if you do 5 more Hail Marys than the
Yes.
person next to you.
Or any less if you don't. No? So really, remember, it is not for God, it is for us. He does not need that.
Alright, so I hope that you guys get to find the time to really exercise regularly, to have your alone time with yourself,
Regularly?
because I believe being alone is not the same as being lonely.
Definitely.
You have to know how to enjoy your own company as well and not take it for granted.
Okay.
So thank you again for listening to this episode of
Mom and Son Podcast. This has been Rose Fres Fausto, the mom, also known as FQ Mom.
And Anton Fausto the Son. Reminding you guys to always wash your hands and be safe.
Oh,
Bye.
and maybe we'll see them again on Sunday.
Sunday
right?
for another Fresh Fausto Fam FB Live.
Bye-bye.
Bye. The Mom and Son podcast airs every Tuesday, 7 a.m. and can be streamed on Spotify, Apple iTunes, Google Podcasts, Buzzsprout.com, and YouTube. Just search Mom and Son Podcast for your weekly dose of family, finance, passions, and everything in between. Leave a comment so other listeners may find this podcast. If you have any questions or suggested topics, email us at antonfausto@gmail.com.